Roll for initiative.
Roll for initiative.
Yes.
Why didn't we do that?
Oh, we should have.
All 5 of you are going to be at NocoCon this year, and collectively, you cause mischief and chaos, but individually, you're also quite remarkable people. So would you like to start by saying a little bit about each of yourselves?
Dawn.
Yeah. Hi, I am Don Marshall, known as the obscure Lord of the Rings facts guy on TikTok, a nickname I did not pick, but has stuck anyway. I am the lore master for this campaign that I wrote in kind of a fugue state at 4 a.m. one night about 3 years ago. And I haven't really ever stopped being neurotic since. And the players around me have brought me no amount of endless joy in just, I had a plan for this campaign and it's gone off the rails in such a wonderful way.
I nominate Max to go next.
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay.
Popcorn Max.
Okay, it's great. Well, in my screen, like that's in order, so it makes sense to me. Okay. What am I saying, Ember? Am I introducing myself?
Yeah, you could, go with your personal stuff, like your blacksmithing, artistry, etc., or campaign stuff, or whatever feels the most prominent to you.
Okay, I'll just black out and I'll just talk. Perfect.
Excellent.
Hello, everyone. I am Max Randolph. I make things usually out of steel, but with this crazy lot, we make stories together.
And then you make things out of steel because
I make imaginary things for my imaginary friends, but I have real friends. But yes, yeah, it's all convoluted.
You got to popcorn someone.
Buy popcorn, Tori.
Oh gosh. Okay. Hi, I'm Tori Foxx. I am just a nerd on the internet and an artist. I just make silly videos that bring me joy, and I have had a wonderful time with everybody here creating stories, which is one of my favorite things to do. So yeah, I'm really excited.
Popcorn.
Hell yeah.
Oh, right.
Is that me?
Yeah.
You cut out. Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay. Hi, my name is Charlotte Moore-Lambert. I go by Cavatica on all of the places online. I'm a bookseller and sometimes audiobook narrator. And according to TikTok, a changing number of spiders in a person suit. A rumor that has been neither confirmed nor denied, but persists nevertheless. I play Tariel on the Unpredicted Party. I joined as a guest on episode 18. I was supposed to stay for like 2 or 3 episodes, and I'm here 30 episodes later. So Max Randolph got me in his clutches, I guess, and here I remain. So Popcorn Zac.
Hello. Yes, I am Zac Smith. I am an actor, voice actor, and trained swordsman. I specialize in rapier and dagger and smallsword. It is a great privilege to be on a campaign which has been so well received and also well created as this one, and currently playing Halweth here on the Unpredicted Party. But I've also got books on Audible, and I fight in Ren fairs. So there's not kind of jack of all trades and master of absolutely none. We'll see. We'll see how I fare from here on out.
He's lying. We have had to reschedule some of these because he's like, yeah, I'm at a Ren fair and like 7 hours away from me to fight with swords for 2 days and sweat 20 pounds of my body weight off.
It's true, yeah. The boot camps can be brutal, but sword fighting is fun, and it also appeases all the other nerds, so I get to seem much cooler than I am. Yeah, also just a TTRPG fan in general. I play a bunch on other platforms all over the internet. There's various pieces of me playing D&D or something or other, so yeah.
You left out bird enthusiast.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Getting bored person, I'm a big bird enthusiast. I was part of an aviary society in university, and I frequently go bird watching, so go figure.
Very cool. I do that myself whenever possible. I was noticing the ducks on the sill behind you.
Yes, these are my Lord of the Rings ducks, including, but not exclusive to Frodo Quackens, Gan Duck the Grey, and various other members of the Fellowship.
Don't get them started.
Yeah, I'm just I have my ducks here.
In a
Got
row,
all in a
even.
row.
They're in a row, yes.
Yeah, they're all in a row. So, yeah, not. Feel like, oh, that's so cool. You do sword fighting. I'm like, yeah, but I also collect ducks. So, like, I try
He's a
and
bit of a
balance it out.
quack.
You know, hey, I am. That's true. Yeah.
Brief aside, real quick, Ember. I don't know if this will make it into the video, but are you all aware of the very fake Tolkien quote about ducks that Elon Musk shared in 2016?
No.
I am not.
There's a very random screenshot. I'll have to find it, but there is a picture of J.R.R. Tolkien with text and quotation marks that he never said, that is something along the lines of, it's not illegal to take the ducks from public parks. They're free. You can take them home.
I did see that.
Yeah.
Yes, I do remember that.
And everyone attributes it to J.R.R. Tolkien because Elon Musk, like almost a decade ago, shared it. People think he's just a duck enthusiast.
Horrifying.
Great. Fantastic.
And
Of
it's
course
so
it is.
clearly such a very good joke. Like, to use the misattribution thing. Okay.
What are you going to do?
How did you get started? And you could do this group-wise or individually. Like, how did you get started with the individual things that you do? Or how did you get started as a party? Or both?
We got started as a party in October of 2021. I made a video to address the why didn't they take the Eagles to Mordor situation that absolutely exploded. It went super viral, and I got hundreds, thousands of comments being like, oh my God, but can you go into more detail about this? And I started writing, and then I didn't stop. And then I'm like, this would make a cool TTRPG module in some way. And the video where I pitched the idea basically as like, would anyone want to watch this? I got a whole bunch of people saying, hey, can I play in this? Zac was one of them. I knew Tori from the D&D side of TikTok. So I'm like, all right, you're on my list. And Max was the famous guy that I wanted to guest star because I didn't think he'd say yes to committing to this long. And here we are 2.5 years later, and he is now trying to recruit everybody. He'll probably try and recruit you, Ember, to join us.
Ember, would you like to join the Unpredicted Party?
Can't keep doing this, Max. Yeah, and we've never stopped. Charlotte, I knew I wanted to have play Tariel because she had red hair, and that was the only qualification. But also because she's fantastic, and I love her and wonderful. And I knew that she would vibe very well with these guys. And almost 30 episodes later, more than 30 episodes later, my point has been proven.
It's one worth noting, I think, as well, that on the first episodes when we all got together, we had a kind of session zero, but we didn't know each other really at all. We were a party who started recording and making a series without any knowledge of each other, like really, like no idea how the dynamic would go. And I think it's a testament to like how closely we've bonded that this has carried on for nearly 60 episodes, and we've all got so much closer in that time. And starting out from square one, truly the bottom, like, oh, we have no idea how this is going to go, how we're going to interact with each other. But
you've been to my house for Thanksgiving. Like,
I did. It's true. Yeah, it's really developed. I just commented on Don's video because I was a fan, and I was like, I love Lord of the Rings, and I've not really got to exploit that at all. So let me shoot a shot, and here I am. So.
Don, why did you pick Zac? I mean, you must have had many fans vying to be on the show.
You know how I said that you had red hair for Tariel? Zac was British. That was no joke. Like not to boil it down to it, because obviously I did my research. Like, you weren't a terrible person. Your videos were funny. Your acting was phenomenal. But I'm like, what's the hook there? Oh, moody elf boy. You up for it? And it worked.
Reductive.
Oh no,
sure.
But completely. That's how TTRPG castings though work for me. I'm like, all right, cool. I want that one, and that one. You can do this, that, and the other. I know what your vibe is. I know what your vibe is. And for whatever reason, you all kept it going, and we haven't stopped.
I'm just some guy with a hammer, and I'm very new to a lot of things, much like my character, good old Beery. I'm very new to social media and all that good stuff, and got a little bit of traction there. And then I was a really big fan of Don's content about, I've been a a huge fan of Tolkien and the movies since inception. Well, mainly since they came out, right? And so I got really starstruck when Don, asked me to join him. And I was like, well, okay, I've never done a game like this online before, so I dove in. And there's no getting rid of me now. Like, this is campaign 1 of 30. We'll be doing this forever. You will be in the retirement home, trying to hook up Zoom. It's gonna be awesome.
I would just like to
this
point
is
out
going to be my first con ever.
Really?
Ever?
Wow. I did
My
not
first
know
con.
that.
So since I was a child, I've been working in my shop. Like I opened my first business when I was 12 years old, like 13 years old. I was building barbecue pits, welding.
Nice.
So
as a 12-year-old?
yeah, as a child, yeah.
He's probably already full size.
Yeah, full
imagine.
beard. Yeah, no.
Born 4'5".
Yes. No, but like all I've known is my obsession, my hyperfixation is my work. And this has been a wonderful blossoming of what imagination can do, is creating stories, making new friends, and meeting new people.
Real quick, before we jump to the next person, I would like to point out very briefly that Max has more than double all of the rest of us followers combined. So when he says he got a little traction on social media, he's being incredibly humble. Mr. 2.2 million followers. Come on now.
Is that how many he has?
Yup.
Honestly, I feel that's not enough.
It depends on the platform.
TikTok.
We got to work. We got to get those numbers up. 'Cause
It's shush.
Max is a goddamn delight.
Just throw all of our own. Just like, hey, stop, unfollow me, and just go follow this
just
guy.
go
Like,
give it. If you have to
We can all have the phone.
If you had
Doesn't
to
matter.
choose. Yeah. Okay. Just
But
say.
it's been a joy. It's been a joy, like having an adventure with all of you. And it's only the beginning.
Hell yeah.
We're kind of in the middle a little bit.
No, it's gonna last forever.
Sorry, Barry.
I want to hear from Tori.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Okay. Well, I started making silly videos on TikTok because it was 2020 and I was stuck in my house. As
Fair enough.
I think many people who started making videos on TikTok can relate to. But yeah, I just make silly videos that bring me joy. So I had a kind of similar experience, Max, when Don reached out to me. I was like, what is happening? But I love TTRPGs. I love D&D. I love telling stories. I write my own stories that will never see the light of day. But, it's one of my favorite pastimes. So to be able to like do tabletop games is just absolutely perfect. And yeah, this has been so much fun. And I can't believe we've made it this far. Like it's so awesome.
And you kind of never want it to end.
No, I really don't. Every time we get closer to like the end, our goal in the campaign, I'm like, what if we just hang a right and see what's down there?
The Sea of Rune.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Side quests.
You made a book or a TikTok story, I think, about how like you are a slow reader, like a deliberately slow reader, because when the book's really enjoyable, you're like, oh no, I'm getting close to the end.
It's so true.
It's hard.
I'm like on the last 100 pages of like 4 books. I'm like, but no, this all goes away once the book's done. Yeah, it's awful. I never want anything to end either.
Yeah.
Join us as we film season 2 exclusively in Baldur's Gate, but only to save time from the amount of time we've been playing Baldur's Gate outside of this game.
Correct.
Yeah, might as well make it productive somehow, please. So much wasted
Put it to
time.
use.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, sorry, Ember, go ahead.
So, I guess aside from the campaign, what are your goals? What do you hope to accomplish, either with your lives or with the world or in general?
We had Brennan Lee Mulligan on a couple of days ago, so I'm good. I don't really have any more life goals or aspirations. I've kind of peaked. If in a world that exists where I could get Matthew Mercer on here, I would, but I know that's not possible. But I'm just going to settle for Max.
Not with that attitude.
No, I don't
that
have that
attitude.
kind of power.
Right.
Fine, I'll send an email. What do you?
As Ember proved, We are Megatron.
Okay. Okay.
I think you mean Voltron? Or
Voltron. Yeah, Megatron.
I crossed the streams, my 80s streams.
You sure did. I mean, they're both made by Hasbro or Mattel or something, but
Yeah. They're close
That's
enough.
true.
Close enough.
yeah.
Ooh. And if it's for me, it's like inspiring people to realize that magic actually does exist. It's just the power of imagination.
That's such a Max answer.
That is a real nice answer.
Most wholesome thing I've
So awesome. I'm gonna be really selfish now. I don't. No, I want to be on Rings of Power season 3, please and thank you.
Fair enough.
I am an aspiring actor. I'm struggling, man.
You've been in 1917, man. Come
Yeah,
on.
but it's not like, but like, no, just to be working full-time actor, especially in fantasy. It's why I took swordplay as my like niche as an actor. Was I wanted to do fight scenes. I want to do my own stunts. I want to fight and do fantasy shows and films and theater and things like that. So, hey, gotta get on that Lord of the Rings Rings of Power train.
Oh, I see. You've kind of got a young Carrie Elways thing going on.
Oh my goodness!
It's
If I could do that,
true.
if I could do that,
I see
absolutely.
it. I see it.
Zach,
I would.
If he dyed his hair blonde, like dirty blonde.
Well, should I just be like, as you wish instead? Just
That's right.
that did something. That did something. Okay.
Zach.
I would love to do. If I could do like a Princess Bride style something, absolutely, 100%.
Do you want me to
things
write
things
one
like
for
that.
Middle Earth? We can do that here.
Dread Pirate Roberts.
Yes.
Oh my
That's all I want to do is just build cool things. That's it. Freedom.
Season 2, Halloweth learns to love.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's kind of happening in season 1, I think. Maybe.
Kind of.
Yeah.
We got to get the soul cancer out of him first. You know,
That's true. That's true.
it's metastasizing.
Oh my.
It's not good.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that question in job interviews when they're like, "Where do you see yourself? What do you want to do with your life?" And I'm like, "I don't know, man. I want to couch rot." I like to sit very still and quietly for very long periods of time. My ambitions are incredibly low, but I will say I've been like a theater kid my whole life. And for my professional life, I spent 15 to 20 years almost as a copywriter and marketer. And sometimes I really enjoyed it. More recently, I very much did not enjoy it, especially as like the rise of AI has made it very difficult to be a professional creative.
Yeah.
And jobs started drying up and funding has been going away. And the last few years, it was really hard to hold on to full-time work. And so when I kind of had an opportunity to pivot to audio at the beginning of last year, I decided to take it. I was already doing the Unpredicted Party at that point, but I've managed to do a couple of audiobooks. My exposure through TikTok got me people who were throwing work at me and giving me guidance. And so I got some work right out of the bat. And I would love to ultimately do voice acting and voice work. I'm a bookseller by day, but I do that part-time so I can have opportunities to do stuff like travel to NocoCon and meet more people and build more relationships like this. I did a charity TTRPG in Denver very intensively about a month and a half ago, and that's going to drop right around the time NocoCon starts. And that was a really, really cool, fulfilling experience. So telling stories for a living, that's I'm all about it. I don't do any actual voice acting on this show. I actually have to make no. I have to get like a dialogue or a dialect coach and shit before I start trying to do the British accents. So I'm just like a meaner version of me.
Just free ball it like I do. Hell with it.
Just imitate Halloweth. Just channel the inner grumpy elf.
Just contempt always.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's more than contempt, but it's mostly contempt.
Halloweth is. I think you're kind of the master of contempt. That's like your thing. I don't want to take that away from you.
He's just
got the
the
chip
master.
on my shoulder.
Yeah.
He's
the master of just don't talk to me. That's his
but
whole
he's got a
campaign.
squishy center. It's in there. We're gonna get to it.
Deep in there. Yeah.
He's a cat.
Yeah.
He is a cat.
He's a cat.
He's a black cat. That's what he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's me. I just want to keep doing this. I want to keep making friends and telling stories.
Valid. That's like the first thing humans figured out how to do.
Very true.
We were in caves. We were just telling stories.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The greatest piece of art is still that one bear cave painting that they found in France. That is the world's most perfect bear. And I get emotional thinking about it.
Oh, Tori.
It's a
I
good
love
bear.
art. I love art. I love creative stuff.
What do you want to do with your life, Tori?
Creative stuff. Literally, that's my life goal, is just to make and create and put out things that make me happy in hopes that it makes somebody else happy. So videos, art, anything. I'm a collector of hobbies. If I turn this camera around, it's just quilting supplies, sewing supplies. Every art you can imagine is sitting over there. I'm just a creative.
Hell yeah. That's our greatest power, I think, as people.
Mhm. Agreed.
To bring something into the world that persists and influences other people's lives. It's really cool stuff.
Ember,
I
I'm
don't
gonna
want to...
sell us on NocoCon. What do you love about it?
There's so many things about NocoCon that, as a person who really, really, really enjoys nerdy conventions, sets it apart. For one thing, whenever somebody has an idea or a suggestion for something cool that they haven't seen before or they'd like to see, we do our best to give it a try. And that's how we ended up with a crafting challenge being a live main stage event, how we ended up with both LARPing and Star Wars battle arenas inside the main convention floor. But there's also the other things that you'd expect to see, like a hallway just for gaming, like Magic and Pokemon and D&D and etc. Like, everything is welcome there. Our first year, we got a sponsorship from Oculus, and so for a couple of years we had VR headsets so people could try those out, because a lot of people didn't know, and that's the whole point, is to expose people to all the various things. Like, a person might come because they're a Lord of the Rings fan and leave realizing that Babylon 5 is frickin' amazing. All sorts of things.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Great
I am so looking forward to that craft off, by the way. That I'm so excited about that.
What's involved with the craft off? How does one do a craft off?
So basically, it's last year we had Michael Corey, props to history, and our resident 3D printer maker person. It was those two versus each other, and we handed them like a bunch of cardboard and other crafting supplies, and then they were given a challenge, and they had 1 hour to do the thing. And last year it happened to be create a sandwich, because we had Roll for Sandwich there.
I love him.
Yeah. And so they worked on it, and they just messed with each other over the course of the thing, and Michael Corey ended up winning, which is, he has to come back this year and defend his title.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was one of the props guys for the charity TTRPG that we did, and the stuff that dude can pull together in like a week is crazy. So I'm delighted that he's going to be there too. He's really talented and a really sweet guy.
Michael is great. He was actually just in my shop like a week ago.
Yeah.
That dude is everywhere. Like, he's in the group chat with us, and he's Chicago, LA, New York. Like, he's somewhere different every day, and somehow is driving to all of those places. I don't know how he's doing it, but
I don't know.
Wormholes.
Yeah.
Yes.
If anybody had it would be him for sure.
Yeah.
He built it himself in his basement.
He sure did. He found a broken flux capacitor from an old Back to the Future set, and mixed it with a star drive from the Millennium Falcon. Somehow got it working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ember, you know.
Yeah, this is how these things happen.
Ember, this is a delight, by the way.
Well, I'm so glad. I try to make these things fun. I don't know how well it goes, but, I do my best. Obviously, y'all are going to be at NocoCon. But aside from that, where do people who you're new to, where can people find you and your various works?
Don.
Don.
Popcorn Don.
Thank you. I am Don Marshall 72 across all social media platforms. The 72 is just because it was my favorite number growing up because it's divisible by so many other numbers. And that sounded really cool to 14-year-old me. And it never left. People assume that I was born in 1972 and just have great skin. I do not. And I'm mostly on TikTok. Charlotte is doing the nerd glasses. Where are mine? Are there? Hang on. Okay, so actually, I've been playing TTRPGs since Sorry, that's my eczema. Oh, my eczema. Hang on. Anyway, where was I?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I broke out the anchor voice.
Giving him too much power.
You can find.
What have we done?
We've made a grave mistake.
And a grave. You can find me at Don Marshall 72 across all platforms, talking everything Lord of the Rings, TTRPG, supporting my friends in their endeavors, hyping them up, probably to the point of it being a little bit annoying, and overall just having a chaotic time on the internet.
You have to popcorn.
Oh, sorry, Popcorn Max.
All right. Yeah. Well, same order, right? Yeah. I've had this stuck in my brain. Here we go. I am Max Randolph Studios across every platform you could really imagine. Find me there. Easy enough.
Who's next?
Tori's next. Same order.
Oh,
I don't know the order.
I know the order.
I've forgotten the order
I don't know
entirely.
Roll for initiative.
Roll for initiative.
Yes.
Why didn't we do that?
Oh, we should have.
We should have done that.
Missed it.
My,
We'll
my
know next
apologies. It's been a while since I played, so I'm a little slow with the recollections.
Ember,
You're
you're
good.
good.
But yeah, I am Tori Foxx on all social media. 2 T's, 2 O's, 2 R's, 2 I's, FO, 2 X's. Because that was the username that was available.
T-double-E-double-R-double-I-double-F.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh.
I am mostly on TikTok, but you can find me on the Bird app and on Instagram as well, even though I don't post that much on there. I'm hoping this year to actually fully commit to YouTube and a little bit more long form content as well. But yeah, pretty much any social media you can find me there, just being a nerd.
As one does.
Am I next?
Yes, you are.
Okay, sorry. Again, I don't remember the order.
You're doing great.
I'm Cavatica on all of the places. I'm mostly on TikTok. I'm a little bit on Instagram and a little bit on Blue Sky, but pretty much TikTok. That's it. I just talk about nerd stuff, whatever jumps in my head. Sometimes it's a little bit of science stuff. Sometimes it's some Lord of the Rings stuff, some social media stuff, some shit posting. Whatever's in my heart. That's what I'm doing.
Wonderful. You can check me out at zacsmithactor.com. It's my website to hire me or make any inquiries or see my previous work. I don't post on TikTok anymore, but if you want to see what I used to do, which was cosplays for a long time and silly pun videos, you can go to Classical Greek Laser Guns. Yep.
It's a great name.
It's a good name. It's a good name.
I just didn't want any numbers on the end of my name, and I like classical Greece. I studied that for a long time, and I think laser guns are cool, so I smushed them together, and that was that. And then it became a brand, and it was too late to change it. So yeah, but on Instagram, I'm Zac William Smith. Again, I don't really post that much on there. I'm not on social media too much, but it's where you can all find my stuff.
Excellent. And for the campaign itself, where do people who may not be familiar find that?
Yes, you can. Oh, yeah. You can check out the Unpredicted Party every Saturday. Oh, I
take it all back. Do not pop on.
No.
That was awful.
3, 2, 1. You can check out the Unpredicted Party every other Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern over on the YouTube channel, donmarshall.com/youtube.com. Oh my God. Someone else do it, please.
Okay, everybody. You can find us on YouTube at Don Marshall 72's channel, or you can just search the Unpredicted Party. You'll see our full playlist pop up there. You can also check us out on Patreon as well under Don Marshall 72 as well. We have a little after party after each show where we talk about the show, talk about the characters, and talk about just random stuff, some bird facts from Zac as well. So yeah, you can find us all there on YouTube, mostly YouTube.
And on your
Also-
favorite podcast
also
platform.
Spotify. Yeah.
That's it. Thank you.
Yep, it
Yeah.
drops every episode drops on
The
YouTube on
Monday
every other
after.
Friday and then Monday after in
Yeah.
your ear holes. And you should also join our Discord.
Oh yeah, the Discord's chaos in a good way.
There's many Discords, actually.
Yeah, we've got a few. We've got a few
That's-
coming
that's
up
a
here.
Discordant.
Oh,
Also, Tori, do you need to do like all the announcements and stuff every week? That was
I think
amazing.
that you did that so well.
What the hell happened?
Something possesses me when I have to just start projecting and presenting.
Like some kind of actor or presenter or something.
It's almost like that's what I did all through high school and college.
A theater kid?
Were you
Me?
on high school announcements? Were you on the intercom?
Went to
high
a school specifically for theater, or high school specifically for theater? What?
God.
They have those? I'm so jelly.
Oh, they have those.
Yeah.
They do.
It was so much fun.
I don't know how chemistry works, but I know how to do a pas de bourrée.
Correct.
I know how chemistry works.
You're a blacksmith. If you
Settle
don't
down.
know how chemistry works, things explode.
It's true.
I don't know how chemistry works. I tried.
That's all right. Physicists don't know how magnets work. It's all good.
It is true, Ember. That's the craziest thing ever.
Yeah, thank you guys for taking the time for joining. Or I'm joining you, or letting me interrupt both the game and the production
Ember,
and
you
things.
could only made this better. This is amazing. And I'm so glad because I feel like you got the best of us by having us together. Because we're in a
That's
good
kinda why I wanted to-
mode.
And in the middle of shooting an episode, like we've already got the energy.
Yeah!
And to all of you watching, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, spread this everywhere, because we have so much more awesome coming before the convention opens this June in Watertown, New York. You will not want to miss this one.
I feel like the group dynamic is what people are coming to see because we all kind of riff off each other.
We do.
And it makes
we
it
do.
fun.
Yeah, well, that's kind of it's like a it's like a Voltron kind of thing, or Power Rangers if you prefer.
Yeah.
Yes.
What is everyone's body part?
Oh, jeez.
God.
I think I have to be the head just because I
Yeah.
wrote the thing, but I mean, you all can be whatever
I have
you
to be.
want.
I have to be a hand. Sure.
You gotta be a head.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Or the anyway.
Oh.
Whoa!
I'm sorry. That was too far. That was too
Whoa.
far. My bad.
This
My
is
bad.
a family show.